This is a Fox News alert. President Trump just tweeting that Secretary of Defense James Mattis will be retiring at the end of February. Lisa, what do you make of that?
I find it sad. I mean, I love General Mattis. I mean, this is a tough guy. I think a lot of people, like, one of the biggest criticisms, well, I guess he's not literally listening to his generals regarding Syria, but one of the biggest criticisms was that he wasn't going to follow the advice of his advisors, and he wasn't going to surround himself with necessarily the best people. And I think in choosing General Mattis, that helped give a lot of confidence to naysayers and people that were concerned about the kind of decisions this president would make. And so I find it, really disappointing and sad that General Mattis is leaving, particularly at a time where we're dealing with North Korea. We've got China on the rise as well. So it's disappointing.
Jason, the thing is, I mean, President Trump recently said, oh, Mattis is like a Democrat or something. Remember that? And now you have him the president defying Mattis's suggestions with regard to pulling those troops out of Syria. What do you make of this?
Look, the country will owe a lot to General Mattis. 4 decades of service in the Marines, serving tours in Afghanistan and Iraq. He'll be remembered for a long and storied career. If there's one great pick that I think the president made early on in his cabinet, it was General Mattis. I think on both sides of the aisle, so much respect for this man and what he's done. One of the quotes I recently read from him, I won't get that quote exactly right, but he was basically, engage your brain before you engage your guns.
Right.
And for a military leader to think like that, talk like that, but to be able to back it up, is inspirational. There's a lot to learn from this man. We got to thank him for his service, and evidently he'll be there still as the Secretary of Defense until February.
General Perino, what do you think?
No, I'm no general at all. I cannot hold a candle to him. I think that you saw that the Pentagon actually worked very well, was run very well for the last 2 years. And General Mattis was able to fulfill President Trump's direction when he asked for troops to go to the border for support down there. And he did that and really pushed back on media criticism, or I shouldn't say just media, but Democratic criticism. And he was willing to do that, and he really went to the mat for the president. But now I think that the White House is going to have, once again, a big nomination fight on their hands. I shouldn't say fight, but it'll just be an issue, right? It'll take up because they have now the AG at Department of Justice and DOD. But I would say something about this move. This has been rumored for a while. And the demise of Jim Mattis had been rumored. Like, you could report it every week. Somebody said he was going to be out the door. But I will say that if you think back to the Obama administration, everyone who was the national security team for President Obama, when they left and wrote their books, every single one of them, Kerry, Panetta, Gates, Clinton, all said, the president did not listen to us on Syria. That he didn't listen to us, he didn't take our advice, but they stayed, right? Like, obviously, in this case, General Mattis is saying, okay, like, if you're not going to listen to me and I can't be a part of this and I can't be behind this, I'm going to have to go.